Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be prepping this room, which is our back family room, for our wood flooring. As you can see, I already tore out the carpet, and some of these white surfaces you see are oil-based primer that I use to get rid of any potential pet stains or odor. So I went through the floor, I took out any nails, staples, and basically prepped it. The last thing I'm gonna do is sweep the floor, and then we're pretty much ready to go with our foam backed laminate, which should make things a lot quicker. So I'll have a video for that coming up.
It's good to have that underlayment, especially having the underlayment attached so you don't have to roll out the rolls. But that's what it looks like from a side view. And then as you can see, like all laminate type floorings, this has a tongue and a groove, which they snap in. So that would be, that is the groove, and let me get a better shot here. That's the tongue, sorry. And so basically, there's two different ways that laminates attach. A lot of times you have to tap them into place and then kind of bend them so the tongue and groove fit together. In this case, I'll show you in a minute, but the tongue and groove slide together, and then you line the ends up, and you can actually just push it down and it snaps in place. So you can see here it's easy click, but there's actually some instructions here. So what the step one is saying is you engage the tongue and groove on the long end, and then you slide it all the way till it hits till it butts up against the other piece of wood, and then you basically drop the plank down, and then you push down on that crease. So you're gonna push down on the crease, and the tongue and groove actually lock together, and you end up with a situation where it should be tight at the end. So this is a little bit different technique than some of the other tongue and grooves, but I've been using this for a while, and I find this gives you a big advantage because you can actually go under baseboard moldings and be able to slide it flat instead of having to get that angle to engage the tongue and groove on the long end. So in this way you can engage the tongue and groove in a flat position, slide it all the way over, and then push down on the edge like they're doing here. And it works real good because you can get it tighter against the wall. A lot of times you don't even need the pry tool.
Okay, things are moving along very well. This is a pretty simple rectangular room. So you can see my boards are going pretty much left to right here. One reason they're going left to right is usually you pick the longest wall and you run your boards along the longest wall. So that's one reason why we're doing it. The other reason is because the planking in the other rooms are also run that way. But I wanted to point out that you can see these boards coming along here, and we get to the end, and this is where this type of wood comes in real handy as far as preserving scrap pieces. So if you look here, I have the groove portion. So simplest way to make a cut here is you take your new board and you put groove to groove against the wall. So I'm gonna take this board, because I gotta line up the grooves, and I'm gonna flip it over. So now, if I wanna cut, I'm gonna be saving my tongue, which is gonna get flipped back over this way. Very easy to do. You wanna use a square, and this cut's super easy. Use your knife and you just score it along here, then you snap it, then you flip your board over. So in this case, I went ahead and cut it. I'm going to pull away this board, which still has the groove end, which I can use all the way on the other end. So when I go back to the other end, I'm going to flip this board around. So this cut part is going to be against that wall, and then I'll have my groove still available. Now the piece I just cut, I'm gonna flip it over and you can see, yeah, it won't fit there because you cut it. But you gotta remember to flip it back over and you have your tongue area there. And then you would just go ahead and line it up and snap it in. And that's how you save scrap. That means this board is getting used 100%. From the cut end all the way to the other end, we're able to save any scrap by using it on each end.